What's cooking, guys, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is very exciting for me because I am going to show you how to make the Cheesecake Factory's popular dish called Bang Bang Chicken and Shrimp. This dish is a flavor explosion in your mouth with three main components that I'll show you how to make. It has the fried seasoned chicken and shrimp with the creamy and flavorful coconut curry sauce, and lastly, the peanut sauce that adds a sweetness and nuttiness to the dish. So stick around for the recipe, subscribe to my channel so you can join our foodie family, and now let's get cooking. The first component of this dish is the chicken and shrimp. So let's season both of these items. I have one chicken breast that is cut into bite-sized chunks, and also 1 pound of jumbo shrimp, which is the 1620 shrimp, already cleaned and deveined with the tail left on them. To season this, I will use half a teaspoon of onion powder each on both the chicken and shrimp, black pepper to taste, and all these seasonings are to your taste or between half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon. Then I have some garlic powder that I'm sprinkling on both the shrimp and chicken, and also some salt to your taste. And then mix this all up to season the shrimp and the chicken so the simple seasonings we used can get coated on nicely. Then I have cornstarch here that will coat the shrimp and the chicken, and I'm using about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of it on my shrimp and the chicken. And then you want to mix all of this up to coat the cornstarch on them so when we fry them, they get a crisp coating. I'm going to heat up a frying pan here and add a few tablespoons of canola oil so I can start frying up my chicken first. Once the oil is hot, you want to add in the seasoned chicken pieces in there. And as soon as the chicken hit the hot oil, I started to smell that onion powder. It smells so good in my kitchen. We're going to fry these until they are light golden color on each side, and it takes about 4 to 5 minutes to get that beautiful color on them. And once they get that color, you can remove them onto a paper towel to absorb any excess oil. Don't worry if they are not fully cooked, they will finish cooking in the coconut curry sauce I'll be making shortly. I'm going to cook the shrimp the same way in the hot oil, but shrimp cooks a lot quicker obviously, so we only really need like 2 to 3 minutes on each side till they have a light pink color. Once they are done on both sides, remove them from the hot oil onto a paper towel as well. And here are my prepared chicken and shrimp. The chicken is buried under those jumbo shrimps, and how easily and quickly did we make them. You can now set this aside, and let's move on to the second component of this dish. For the peanut sauce, we'll mix all these ingredients in a saucepan here. I have 2 tablespoons of water, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, and this is organic light brown sugar, but you can use any kind of sugar or even honey. Then I have 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, but if you can't find it, use white vinegar instead. Some red chili flakes to add a kick to the peanut sauce, and then we have soy sauce. You can also use reduced sodium soy sauce, and I'm going to eyeball it at around 2 tablespoons or so. And then peanut butter is the main ingredient for this sauce, so try to use the creamy one, but if you have the chunky peanut butter, that's also fine. I have 2 tablespoons of it here, and again, I'm just eyeballing it. Then you want to turn on the heat to medium-low and put the saucepan with the peanut sauce ingredients. Start mixing it up. The peanut butter will dissolve in a few seconds and make the sauce thick. Use a whisk to mix and combine all those ingredients. This sauce is so good on many things, guys. It's such a simple and flavorful sauce. Now let this come to a boil, and then pretty much this is done. It only takes a few minutes to cook it. Take it off the heat and set it aside. And now let's move on to the third component of this dish now. So I'll cut my veggies first for the coconut curry sauce. I have 1 zucchini here that I'll be cutting into thin strips or julienne slices. Then I have 1.5 carrots here, and I'm going to cut this the same way as the zucchini in julienne slices. And these are going to add a nice little crunch to the curry sauce, adding a bit of dimension along the other textures we have going on in this dish. I also have frozen peas here, about 3/4 to 1 cup of it. And then we have a few scallions here. I'm going to use the white or light green part for cooking, and then the green parts will be for garnishing later. Just cut them into slices as I'm showing here. And then fresh garlic is a must. I have 4 cloves here. I'm going to chop them finely so they can cook into the sauce. Once all your veggies and aromatics are prepped, set them aside and we'll use them in a minute. Now heat up a wok or stir-fry pan on medium-high and add a few tablespoons of canola oil to it. I'm also adding 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, and if you can't find sesame oil, just omit it from the dish. And once the oil is hot, add in the scallions and garlic and toss it around. Also add in 1 teaspoon of ginger paste, or you can use fresh chopped ginger. And also some red chili flakes to flavor that oil. And then mix the aromatics up and let them cook slightly. Now add in the spices. I have coriander powder here, cumin powder, smoked paprika, allspice powder, black pepper to taste, and turmeric powder. And then of course salt to taste. Mix this all up so the spices can start to cook in the oil, and then add 1/2 cup of water in there to make a sauce and let it come to a little boil for a few minutes. Once it comes to a boil, add in 1 13 or 14 ounce can of coconut milk and mix this gently to combine all the ingredients. Once that comes to a boil, cover it and cook for 10 minutes till the sauce starts to thicken. Now let's check on the sauce, and you can see it cooked down slightly. And now let's add the veggies in there. I have my carrots, the frozen peas, and the julienne zucchini. Mix this up so the veggies are coated with that creamy coconut sauce. And cover it again for 5 minutes to allow the veggies to cook. After 5 minutes, let's add in the cooked chicken and shrimp I made earlier. We cannot forget those. Now, because of the cornstarch coating on the chicken and shrimp, the sauce is going to get slightly thick, which is great. Toss everything around so that it's all coated and hugged by that luscious curry sauce. This is already looking incredible. I'm going to cover it again for another 5 minutes so it can start cooking down. After 5 minutes again, look at that beautiful golden coconut curry sauce with the veggies that have cooked down and the chunks of chicken and jumbo shrimp. Top this with the green parts of the scallions, and voila, this is done. Let's plate this now. And for plating, I have some white rice here in the middle of a plate, just the way the Cheesecake Factory presents their dish. And around the rice, I'm going to put my bang bang chicken and shrimp, just completely surrounding the rice with it. Then we have our homemade peanut sauce that will go on top of the rice, adding a sweet, nutty, and tangy flavor to offset the curry flavors. And then garnish this with the scallions again. And I'm also sprinkling on shredded coconut. If you have it, then great. If not, then you don't have to add this. And also some sesame seeds just to complete the entire dish and the presentation. This is looking so incredible. So here's my version of the Copycat recipe for Cheesecake Factory's Bang Bang chicken and shrimp. It's quite an easy recipe as you saw, but it does have a lot of ingredients and a bit of a process to it. All the ingredients are listed down below in the description box, so don't you worry. And don't let that keep you from making this dish. It's such a popular dish from the Cheesecake Factory, and now you know the secret to making it at home. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and make sure to like this video. It really helps me with YouTube's algorithm. If you're not subscribed to my channel, definitely do so you don't miss my recipes twice a week. And I appreciate you all for watching. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Until then, take care of yourselves.